Hello, YouTube. This is Keaton Heggie again, showing you my model of Starship Enterprise. This is the NCC 1701 refit from the original 6 movies. What is that? Oh, that's glue. As you can see, it is not perfect. Yeah. I've had this model for about a year. I got it as a birthday present last year. Just going under here, looking at the detail. So I had it for a year, and when I started building it, I failed. I panicked. I turned 15, and this was the second model I built. The first one, I'll go to it, was this truck. I failed. I didn't fail all the way, I just didn't do it right. And this was the second one, so I was like, oh, I better put this together before I panic and completely obliterate it. And I did. And it did not look like this. It looked horrible. It looked utterly terrifying to look at because it was just so hideous. I mean, I had yellow paint up here. I had blue paint on these spots. I had blue paint right here. Right there. I had just blotches of blue right here. None of this was there. That wasn't there. There was a gap, a huge gap. Does anybody deal with this? There's always these weird gaps whenever it doesn't matter how I glue it, doesn't matter how I tape it together or clamp it together. There are always those gaps. See, and right here too, in these. Oh well. That's the bad side of the model anyways. This is the good side. Yeah. My mom got this from Hobbytown, USA. It was about $112. It came, she bought it, and the guy handed her these acrylics, these Tamiya. I think that's called Tamiya. And I used them. I used the Tamiya blue right here, some right here, and definitely on there, on those windows and all that stuff. Some of the red right here, but there's really no use for them other than that. What else did I use? I used some of this yellow right there. No, that's a different color. I mean, look at this. It's a lot brighter. You can see that. Oh, I use some flat black. And I use that on a different one. And this is my favorite right here, light gray. And here's why. I originally sprayed this model with a gloss gold gray, which is this, and it's dark. And as you can see, the Aztec decals, they don't show up very well in a dark color. So when I sprayed it with that and put the decals over it, you couldn't see it. And that was exactly the case with this, with all this. That's why it's this gray, and there are no decals on it anymore, because I took those off and painted over it because it looked terrible. So yeah, the base was sprayed with a camouflage gray. I didn't do any more work than that on it. Didn't want to. I did put the Starfleet insignia decal on, the USS Enterprise, the NCC, NCC-171. We got that under there. That is not supposed to be there. That Enterprise logo is not supposed to be there. There. So all in all, it's a good model. I mean, for what it was before, it is a very good model, and I'm happy with it. Happy with the way it stayed up. I used super glue on some of it, but for the main parts, the saucer, the warp engines. Oh God, I lost the name. And the pylons, the nacelles, the warp nacelles, the engineering hull, and the saucer dish. I super glued everything, and it's held together wonderfully. So yeah, that is my 1/350 scale Starship Enterprise. Thanks for watching.